talk about JK Paper, this particular company reported a stellar set in Q1 where the margins have seen an expansion. All in all, if we look at the revenue has seen a jump of over 10% and net profit saw a jump of 18.5%. When we talk about some of the other plans of the company, so they have plans to invest 650 crores in the new pulp plant, and on the back of all this news flow, we are seeing a good jump in the stock of JK Paper. So let's try and understand more about the outlook of the company and how the financials expected to shape up. For that, we are being joined by Veerappan KR, who is the CFO of JK Paper. Hi, very good morning, Mr. Veerappan, and thank you so much for your time to ET now. Firstly, when we talk about the demand, then more people coming back to the offices now, moving from their work from home setup. So how do you see the demand going ahead for Q2? How do you expect more jump on your demand, and how will the realizations look like?
Thank you. Let me talk about the demand. As far as demand is concerned, yes, you rightly said that now people are coming up after the summer vacation, the schools are opened up. And as far as uncoated the writing and printing is concerned, we believe the demand will remain stable and demand is good. We don't see any issue. But however, as far as packaging board is concerned, the demand continues to remain subdued, and especially in Q1. And it was not in line with the expected growth rate. Exports have dropped significantly due to low international prices and additional capacity coming up in China. Going forward in Q2, we expect the situation will slightly improve. So the demand front, we don't see an issue. But one caution, the international pulp prices have come down significantly from the level of $800-900 per ton last year to now almost $500 per ton, which is impacting the market sentiments. So there has been a constant pressure. International paper prices have come down. So there is a constant pressure on the domestic pricing also. So this may impact the uncoated segment also in Q2. So the realization expected to come down. As far as packaging board, I think it's already hit a rock bottom, and we don't believe any further price correction, and that should remain stable.
Right. Good morning, Mr. Veerappan. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation, and you did actually touch upon the part where you talk about the pulp prices that have come down. You're expecting to see actually pressure on domestic pricing as well. If you could tell us more on that particular front. Also, if you could tell us what sort of a margin are you expecting going ahead, as well as EBITDA per ton, per unit?
Yeah, I'm afraid I would not be in a position to exactly say EBITDA per ton, but I can just give some guidance on the margin. And as I said, if you see the volume is going to be good next quarter, and there will be improvement. But prices, we need to wait and watch, and we are a little bit cautious, and the prices, especially on the paper, it's expected to come down, and that has a significant impact. So it will be difficult to say whether margin is can be retained, or it may not go up, but definitely we will put all our efforts to retain the current margin levels.
Okay, Mr. Veerappan, this time the company has also announced 650 crores of investment in your new pulp plant. So how will the funding, how you guys are looking to fund this particular plan, and by when the synergies are expected to kick in?
Yeah, I think you know the cash situation of the company. We are in a good cash position, and but as far as this 650 crores is concerned, we expect to fund around 400 crores through internal accruals, and we may leverage around 250 crores through debt, and that's the plan as of now. And this spend will be in the next 2 years, and the project is expected to commence sometime stabilize in the Q2 of next year, 25-26. And from that point of time, maybe another 6 to 9 months to completely get into 100% or ramp up the utilization. The synergies will start coming from end of 25-26 and fully from 26-27.
Right, Mr. Veerappan. So if you could actually touch upon what are the overall strategic business outlook for your company for FY24. Also, given the fact that now can we actually, with the commentary that you're giving, saying that at least Q2 for now looks a bit difficult or rather subdued, given the fact that you are seeing some sort of pricing pressure, as well as you can't even ascertain if you are able to maintain margin?
Yeah, let me just tell you, I think you knew that last year was completely an exceptional year, outlay year. So there's no comparison with last year. But however, these levels we do expect Q2. We can really comment only after seeing the Q2 results. And Q3, Q4 is at least the hope is there to improve further. At this point of time, the same levels will continue, but definitely there's no comparison with the last year. But on an absolute terms, the company will continue to do well and be generating cash. Yeah.
Mr. Veerappan, you sound quite bullish on to the volumes as well as the demand outlook, but when we see a packaging board business that had witnessed a drop in the volumes this time, so going ahead, do you expect any jump in this particular segment as well?
I think I mentioned that there is an additional capacity in China and the exports have dropped significantly. So this is putting a lot of pressure on the domestic, both in terms of volume and the pricing, mostly in the pricing. But yeah, the slowdown is mainly due to the pharma segment has not picked up, but these are expected to come up in Q2 and Q3. This situation will not remain. So the hope is there that the volume will improve further.
All right, Mr. Veerappan, we'll leave it there. And thank you so much for joining us on ET Now to give us actually an outlook of the quarter gone by, as well as what you're envisaging for JK Paper going ahead. And thank you so much for joining us this morning on ET Now. And that was the management of JK Paper talking about the quarter gone by, what they're expecting going ahead. No doubt you have the international pulp prices that have come down, and that definitely is putting a constant pressure on the domestic pricing, is what the management has noted. But the fact that the stock is reacting to a good set of numbers, 6% uptick right now coming in for JK Paper as we speak.